me again. Right now I'm just driving to Orlando, which I actually do quite a bit. I live in a small little town, city, whatever you want to call it, about an hour and a half away from Orlando. But I do work in Orlando, and I do a lot of things in Orlando, so right now you're just going to take a little drive with me and we're just going to chat. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do for today's video. As you can see, I've been trying a bunch of different things on the channel so far. I really do want to do more sit-down videos and just like talk about things. And I also want to do more vlogs. I don't have too many trips planned within like the next couple of months, but I'm sure in 2019 your girl will be all over the place again. I really don't want to stay in Florida forever. I don't even want to stay in Florida for another year, if I'm being honest. I grew up in Florida. I've lived in the same house literally my whole entire life, and it's cool here, whatever, my family's here. That'll be hard. However, I'm not the kind of person who wants to just like do what most people in my town do, which is like go to college and then go into like the medical field or be a nurse or whatever it may be, or just take like a regular, you know, retail restaurant job around here. That's not me. It's never been me. I've always wanted to do something in TV and production and, you know, things like that. I did an acting camp that I had so much fun at when I was 15 years old. I heard an ad on the radio one day. It was me, my mom, and my cousin were in the car, and they were talking about like Disney Channel stars and an open audition for like a camp, and wasn't really sure what it was, but I just knew that it sounded like something that I definitely wanted to check out. So I literally drove there with my mom and my cousin to Orlando, shocker, and went to this open audition. Wasn't sure what to expect or what it was even for. I just knew that that sounded like something that would intrigue me, so I went. And it turned out that it was Adrian Armante's camp, which Adrian Armante is Esteban from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. So I was totally starstruck right off the bat. He was one of the first celebrities I ever met. When I tell you that there were thousands and thousands of people there, like trying out for this camp, which still wasn't even sure what exactly was going to come out of it. Yeah, there was probably a good 3,000 people there, like in and out throughout the day trying out. You would just like read a little commercial monologue and for Adrian and, you know, the other teachers, and then they would call you back if they liked you or whatever. I was pretty focused on that for like the whole rest of the day. I was so nervous to get called back or not, you know. And a couple days later, he called me and he was like, hey, like, I'd like to invite you to come to my camp. I think he only took 50 people out of like the 3,000 that showed up to audition, and I was one of them, so I was stoked. I did that camp for the whole summer. I would drive to Orlando every weekend, or my mom would drive me to Orlando every weekend. Shout out mom, who paid, I'm sure, a good chunk in tolls. I had a great time. I got some great acting lessons and tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the camp, he said that he wanted to invite 15 of us to the exclusive camp in LA for the next summer. My whole life I always wanted to go to LA, but I never had a reason to, and I thought that would be like the perfect thing. It'd be so cool to go there for acting camp, because that was something I always wanted to do. And then yeah, so long story short, he picked me. I was one of 15 out of 50 that he invited to this camp. I think only 3 of us ended up going, and then there was people from each like different place in the camp that he did. He did it all over, you know, the U.S. So I think there was about 30 of us at the camp altogether. They split us up into like age groups, and I had the best summer of my life. I spent a month in LA, and it really like showed me that I was where I was supposed to be. Acting was my focus for a little bit, but a lot of the kids that I went to camp with ended up staying there that summer and just not going home. One of them being Bex Taylor Klaus. She's killing it right now in acting, and I'm so proud of her because like I can say I knew her when, and yeah, I just think about that all the time. If I had just stayed and not gone home after acting camp, like, would I be where Bex is? Would I be on MTV and in a movie with Jennifer Aniston? Like, I think I made the right choice ultimately for me, because I knew that I wanted to finish high school with my friends, with the people that I grew up with, and dance and everything like that. However, I do a little bit kind of regret not just going there, at least for the summer after I graduated, like I had planned to, because I just wanted to move there. I was like, that is it. I'm moving there. Like, when I turned 18, my whole like senior dance piece was about my choice to move to California. Life happens and things change and things come up. I now have a 4-year-old brother and a 2-year-old sister that I love very much, and that I know I would regret if I was not in their lives. I feel like my heart is ready to go, but if I'm being realistic, I'm not ready to go yet. So I travel a lot because I feel like if I stay here for too long, I get like antsy, and it's just not a good feeling to have. And it's good because I have that time, like me and my thoughts. So I choreograph when I'm driving, I plan my week when I'm driving, I'm always brainstorming of how I can, like, you know, make more money and grind a little harder, because I have such big goals and aspirations, and like I don't know, I know where I want to be, and I'm going to do whatever I can to get there. So that's the things I think about when I'm driving. So welcome to my brain. The point of that story was I've always wanted to do something in production. When I first started college, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do, so I did like psychology for a little bit, and then I was on the medical field of like going into like sonography and doing ultrasound tech and all that kind of stuff. But I literally had like a quarter life crisis in my anatomy class and completely switched my major. My mom thought I was crazy, but I just knew in my heart that wasn't for me. I was going in it for the money and not because of what I love. And I think being an artist and being a dancer and like being a creative type of person, I would not be happy in scrubs all day, waking up at 4 a.m., putting on my scrubs and going to just a job. I want to go and have a career that doesn't feel like work, because I love it so much. And that's why I've always wanted to be in acting and dancing. And so when I went to production for my degree, I immediately knew that I had made the right choice for me. I'm proud of myself, and I graduated in May. So I have a degree in production. I also have a certificate in studio television production. My dream job is at Screen Gems in Wilmington, North Carolina. That's where I'd really like to live, and then have like an apartment in LA, and then like have a house for my mom here and stuff. Like that's the goal. That's where I want to be. And I think YouTube is helping me to like get out that creativity, so that I can at least be, you know, editing and making videos, being in front of the camera, being behind the camera. And yeah, I can't wait to keep going with that and see what happens. That is it for today's driving with me video. I hope you enjoyed this little peek inside my brain of the things that I think about when I have these long drives by myself. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. If you want more videos of drive with me like this with, like, you know, specific topics in mind, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear them. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and click that bell so that you are the first to know when I upload. Thank you guys for watching. First of all, I don't care if I have 1 subscriber, 10 or 10 million. Thank you for being interested in what I have to say. It means a lot to me, and I hope I'm giving you something of purpose and importance, or something to look forward to watching my videos. So yes, thank you very much. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I know I talked about how much I hate Atlanta in my last vlog, and I do, because I'm just not a city girl in general. But I gotta say, when I'm driving Orlando at like this time, like 6-ish, the sun's setting, it's just so freaking pretty. Like, I'll make an exception for good old Orlando.